YouTube? What's going on, guys? You already know it's your boy Money Mike. Today's another day, another deal. Literally another deal. So I got another deal under contract, and right now I'm actually back at the closing attorney's office because I'm gonna drop off the earnest money deposit. So let's talk a little bit about that earnest money deposits, and how big should they be? Do you even need them? So in my contract that I pretty much use for every deal, I have a $100 earnest money deposit that should be paid to the closing attorney and not to the seller. I pretty much tell the seller, like, I want to give them a deposit in good faith to show them that, we're serious about purchasing their house, but at the same time, you don't want to pay it to them and then they change their mind. Oh, I don't want to sell no more, or I'm selling to somebody else. You don't even want to go through that. So I say we're gonna deposit the deposit to the closing attorneys, and I just tell them that we do that way the closing attorneys can open escrow and pull title and stuff like that. But do you even need an earnest money deposit? And I'm not an attorney. You should just check the legality of your state and maybe consult with an attorney to write up your contracts. But I look at it like this, and I'm actually going to amend my contract to, I'm not even going to mention earnest money deposits. I'm not even going to mention a deposit. I look at it like this. If you're really dealing with a motivated seller, if you're a wholesaler or an investor, you want to target and advertise and market to motivated sellers. If you're marketing to motivated sellers and somebody who really needs to sell right now, I don't think a lot of times they're going to ask, oh, how much of a deposit am I getting? No, they want to know if you can close the deal or not. The deposit really doesn't matter that much. And I think that's really what it comes down to. It comes down to your reputation, if you can close deals or not. But the deposit, it should not make or break the deal. Obviously, it's negotiable. My contract right now says $100. Generally, sometimes it's $1,000. Sometimes it's 1%, 2% of the purchase price. And obviously, as the bigger deals you get, they may require a larger deposit. But, for just single family residential and you're dealing with motivated sellers, I think I'm going to amend my contracts to say not even mention earnest money deposits. Because right now, literally, I didn't want to send a wire because I get charged for my bank charges a wire fee. So it didn't make sense to pay $100 and a wire fee just to send $100. It's not really a lot. So I just came up here. I'm about to take them to check right now. But it's like, it literally just killed my day because I had to drive all the way up here. And I'm just thinking, like, is it even necessary? So come on, let me just go drop off this check real quick before they close. Come with your boy. Put the check in my pocket. So I'm back at Chalker's office, the closing attorney I closed with a few weeks ago. You can see their office is up there. And they were really good to me last time. So like I said in the last video, in one of the last videos, I'm gonna keep using them or give them some more business. Dang, I forgot my mask. I always do that. I always get halfway to the door and be like, oh, no mask. Every single time. And this little 30 seconds that I just burned, they probably about to close. It's always like that, man. I got it, y'all. I got the mask. Dang, every time. But yeah, man, do what works for you and your business, but if you're planning on doing multiple deals and at a time, if you're going to close multiple deals at a time, you really want to limit the amount of money you have out there, right? So amending your contract or not giving out earnest money deposits is a good way to just limit your liabilities and how much money you have out there in the streets. So when I, like this deal that I'm closing, the seller was very, very nice. He called me. I didn't have to beg him to sell. And that's another thing too. I only want to deal with people who are motivated to sell to me today. You know what I mean? I only want to deal with people who are happy to sell. The price, all that stuff is negotiable. But if it comes down to, oh, well, I want $1,000 earnest money deposit or I'm not selling, that's probably not a motivated seller. You know what I mean? So that's just something to think about, y'all. Let me throw my mask on, please. Put my mask on. So yeah, y'all, just that's just something to think about. I wanted to give y'all something to think about. So back up in here.
Hello.
Hey, how you doing?
Yeah,
no, I was dropping off the earnest money deposit. I talked to Jesse earlier.
Okay. How you doing?
Hey, how you doing?
Good, how are you?
All right.
Earnest money deposit?
Yeah.
Okay. If you could just fill this out, and then once you come back, I'll give you a copy of that in your receipt.
Okay, cool. All right. All right, y'all. See, this is why you don't want to pay an earnest money deposit. Now I got to come up here, fill this out, and it's like, it's not a big deal, but it's like you really want to try to avoid doing this if you have to. So, all right, y'all. So I got the paperwork completed. I got it all set.
So I'll give you your receipt.
Okay.
I'll be back and I'll check on Beverly, okay?
Thank you so much. So y'all remember from last time, they real professional up here, so they're pretty easy to work with. So, Sprite in this side. All right, y'all, my bad. The camera died. But yeah, I just left the closing attorney's office, and I'm at Home Depot right now, about to get some supplies for another job. But just in summary, you don't really need, well, first, I encourage you to just do your due diligence and check, maybe consult with an attorney, have them draft up a contract, a purchase and sale agreement for you to use in your real estate business, whether you're a wholesaler, whether you're an investor, developer, whatever. That way it can be legally binding, and you can just use that same contract as pretty much a template for future deals. But yeah, with that being said, ask them, hey, do I have to include an earnest money deposit? And if you don't, do not put it in there, because I literally wasted a few hours of my day today to deposit $100 earnest money deposit for a deal I'm gonna close on. I mean, it's a money deal. The seller wants to sell, I want to buy. So I mean, $100 deposit is not gonna make or break the deal. So yeah, let me know what you guys think. Let me know if your state requires an earnest money deposit. I would like to know that for future reference. Do you think I should pay more of a deposit to close more deals, or do you think I should just go ahead and not include it in my contract? Let me know in the comments below. Until next time, my friends, I'm gonna see you on the next one. Peace.